Hello everyone, Cara Melendi here from spiritualgoddesses.com, sharing some insight on one of my favorite topics, co-creation and manifestation. I think it's just really fun that we come into this physical experience and we have the ability to create the experiences that we desire. It's fun to learn how to do that and to really step into our power as the creators of our life. So say hi as you join me, Brianna, Elizabeth. This is cool. I see they kind of changed the layout of Facebook Live. This is neat. So I also want to bring in this idea of surrender, patience, and trust, because this often comes into focus with manifestation as well. And the women that I work with in my mastermind, I now have my new goddess membership site as well. And this idea of patience always comes up. Do I really need to be patient? And I would love, as you jump in, to share your insights on this. What do you think of patience and manifestation? Do they need to go hand in hand? And I think this can be really triggering a lot of the times because we know we are powerful creators and we know we have the ability to manifest the results we desire. So when we hear you just have to be patient, we can get a little upset because we're like, what do you mean I have to be patient? I know that I have the ability to manifest instantaneously, which we all do. So patience can be triggering when we hear that. Hi, Yvonne, how are you? From Santa Barbara, very cool. Yeah, let me know where you're joining me from. This is one of the things I love about the online space is you can just connect with people from all over the world. It's really cool. We got Brandy J here, Brianna. It's not easy, at least for me. Yeah, for sure. Hi, Tanya. How are you? I think I saw Rolene jump in. How are you doing? And Christina and Anna, welcome, welcome. Yeah, patience is not always an easy thing. It's not always my strong suit. And what I really think is important about patience, and especially as it comes to co-creation and manifestation, is what is the energy that is triggered for you around patience. So when you hear the word patience, do you think this means that I can just sit back now and I don't have to do anything? Because if that's the case, I don't think patience can be a good thing when it comes to co-creation. If it means I just give up, or if it builds a lot of frustration and you know that it's something that you want now and that you're close to aligning to it, then patience can really throw you off. So you want to really look at what is your relationship with patience, because patience can be a really good thing when you believe and surrender and trust that what you desire is coming in perfect time. And even just looking back on your life and really recall an experience that only in hindsight you see has unfolded exactly as it should. And I know for me, like even within my business, so it's been the last 3 years that I've really stepped into this very seriously and said, okay, I'm going to get this message out into the world. This is what I'm going to be doing. Very much committed to that. Prior to that, it was more of a hobby, and I was working on it on the side. And there was a little bit of frustration around that, wondering, why is this not gaining momentum a little bit more quickly? Why is this not manifesting instantly? Why don't I have all the soulmate clients now? Why isn't this program selling out? If you have your own business, you can probably relate to this. Let me know if this resonates. But now that I look back, I'm really happy that it unfolded exactly as it should, and that it wasn't just this overnight success, that it was something I was able to build and create over time, because it allowed me to build a really solid foundation. But it's only in hindsight that I'm able to really understand that, wow, this happened exactly as it should, because it really allowed me to clarify the message that I want to share with the world. It allowed me to really understand the dynamics of running a business. And if that happened overnight, I may not have had that. So for me, I recognize, wow, this unfolded as it should. So let me know if you can resonate or have an experience where you look back and now in hindsight, you understand that I'm kind of glad that didn't happen instantaneously. And maybe it was meant to happen in this way. And that's what we mean when we say divine timing. Because we are an energetic match to the experiences that we're calling in. So if something isn't happening more quickly, it simply means we're just not a match to it yet. So perhaps we're not ready to receive it yet. So I think this is where the trust and the patience comes into play. Let me see the comments here. Let me scroll up. Welcome. Say hi if you're just jumping in. Nasaya, I'm going to say the names wrong in here. If I pronounce someone's name wrong, apologies, and I'm glad that you're joining me. Brianna, oh yeah, that's me right now, working full time and having my business on the side. Yeah, Brianna, that's what I did for quite a few years. And I even went back and forth. There was a time where, a couple times really, where I'm like, okay, I'm going to jump in, I'm going to do this full time. And then I ended up getting part-time work. But again, it really allowed me to build the solid foundation. And I know, Brianna, as an astrologer as well, you're going to appreciate this. Like collectively right now, we have Saturn moving into the sign of Capricorn, and it's hanging out here for a couple years. And this is a reminder to us all that building a solid foundation is really crucial to anything that we want to see last, right? We don't want fleeting success, whether that's like a relationship or in your business. We want to create a foundation that's going to support us long term. And sometimes that takes a little bit more time. So that's where patience can be a virtue, and that's where patience can come into play when we really are able to see it that way, when we can trust, right? We can have patience if we trust that what we desire is unfolding exactly as it should and it's on our way to us. Edgar, how are you? Hello, Christy. Lori and David, welcome. Kathy, scrolling down here. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? Let me see, Brianna. Oh, yes, putting on the hard work and creativity stability. Hi, Sam. Hi, Sarah. Lovely topic for the video. I'm glad it resonates. So there's an interesting quote as well from A Course in Miracles. And it says, those that are certain of the outcome can afford to wait and wait without anxiety. So this is an interesting spin on this topic of patience and trust. And I think, and I'd love to hear your take on this quote as well, because I do believe it's open for interpretation and how we really see it, right? What it means for us. But for me, it's about releasing the anxiety around what we want and being and surrendering. And surrendering doesn't mean that you don't do the work. And in fact, it's part of co-creation that we do take action, that we not only do the inner work to make sure that our vibration, our energy, our thoughts are in alignment with what we want, but that we then take inspired action. So when you get a creative download, you take action on that. But once you do your part, it's important to surrender the rest. And manifestation and co-creation is all about releasing resistance. So the more resistance you can release, the better. And if patience and trust help you release that resistance, you're going to get what you want, right? It's going to come your way. And it really does come back to just this core deep belief that I have the ability to create the results that I want in my life. So I don't need to be anxious about when it's going to happen. I can trust and enjoy the journey, because it is a journey after all. We're always going to the next level, then the next level. And I know that showed up in my business, right? It's always going to be, okay, now I'm here. I have this next goal. And I think that's part of life, is we always want to be growing, we want to be evolving, and we want to be progressing. And it's important to progress, but we also have to enjoy along the way and trust that where we are is where we're meant to be in this moment. Learn the lessons with where you are, and then you create space to move forward. Let me know if this is resonating. Thank you for the hearts and the likes. Hi, Kara. We got another Kara here. Great information, sharing at Presence. Thank you. Yeah, definitely share this out. I love that there's been more attention on co-creation and manifestation lately. It's really been a hot topic, and I think for good reason. It's time we really harness this power, because we're all creating moment to moment. With every thought that you think, with every action that you're taking, you're really paving your experience. But this is about intentional manifestation, and again, how I call it co-creation, because we want to work with the energies that surround us. And as an astrologer, I really appreciate that as well, being able to align with the cosmos and understand what's going on in the cosmos, so I can work with that energy instead of working against it. And this week, we actually have really beautiful energy as we move into Pisces season. This is about ease and flow. This is about surrender. This is about compassion. This is about trusting your intuition to guide you. And that's really important with co-creation as well. Follow those intuitive impulses. Follow that guidance. Lori Ann, good morning. Let me scroll down here. Suzette, Tammy, Tamara, and Jamie. Jamie shared as well. Thank you, David. It's what's happening with the universe right now is we are becoming drawn to our destined outcomes. Yes. Absolutely. I love that. Well said, for sure. And again, I can appreciate that as an astrologer. We come in with certain energy that we're working with, right? In our birth chart, it's our soul blueprint. And we know within that there's certain life challenges that we're here to learn. And if there's something that you're kind of struggling to manifest, again, really the core is releasing resistance around it. As you release resistance, you're able to call in the experiences you desire. And sometimes that resistance does stem from past life experiences as well. And I appreciate that as an astrologer, as well as somebody who does Akashic record readings, that sometimes the things we're struggling to manifest the most actually have some ties in past life as well. But thankfully, they come up to be healed, they come up to be released, and we don't have to stay stuck, right? We're able to move beyond it. All right, so let me know if you're jumping in now. Tish, you look lovely, so glad to catch you live. Thank you, Tish. I'm glad you were able to catch me as well. So let's see what else on this topic. So basically a main takeaway though is to really look at what is the energy around patience, and is this allowing me to sink into a place of surrender and trust, or is this triggering frustration within me? And knowing where you fall on that spectrum is really going to be the key. I do think that patience and surrender is important as long as we're doing our part, and as long as we are trusting that things are unfolding as they should, then having patience and surrender be part of this process really is the key. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yes, if you want to learn more about this topic of co-creation, of manifestation, definitely reach out here on Facebook. These are topics that I love to discuss. I have group programs around this as well, really helping you master co-creation and be in flow with the universe, really connect with the cosmos, and learn how to surrender in a way that allows the things you desire to come to you, not in a way that you are giving up. So thank you again, everyone, for joining me today. Sending so much love and light your way, and I will see you soon. Bye.